What's going on? Absolutely fire day. Another great trading day in a row. Let's go over the trade that I took. I'm sure a lot of you guys took this one. Full analysis, full everything. So start off on the, let's mark out market open real quick. So this is micro NASDAQ. Don't pay attention to that yet. This is where we do our analysis over here. So let's mark out market open. Market opens after this red line. What do we do? So on the higher time frame at this point, I was looking at this imbalance here. This is still the Trump tweet, and how we've still been holding it. And so until we, disrespect this, I'm still bullish. And we had SMT with this major low with ES. ES had not taken this at the time, still has not, and NQ has. So at this point, I was thinking, okay, I want to see longs for my trade. What do I need to do to see longs? I need to see a liquidity sweep in the opposite direction aligned with our PD raise. So let's drop down to 1 minute. So in the 1 minute here, market opens and we immediately take out this sell side liquidity, and then ES actually fails to do that on market open. So on market open, ES right here does not take that low. So we have a sequential SMT at this point. I'm not sure that's what this was. So we have a sequential SMT. Okay, sequential SMT, sell side sweep. We're good to look for longs. We are so good. Drop down to the 30 second where I took my trade. What do we have here? We have a miniature AMD model. Let me turn this off. What do we have here? AMD accumulation after this drop off at market open, and then we have our manipulation here. And then we have our distribution, which was my trade, towards where we have 4-hour buy side, we have London high, we have the 4-hour and 30-minute unmitigated imbalances. So that is our AMD model right there. So where do I catch my trade? I catch my trade on this 30-second inversion here. To this high on my eval, but on my funded, I closed at this high here for a 1-to-1 about. Just because ES had taken this high, so we had an SMT at this high by the time I wanted to be out, and I just didn't have as much confidence that I wouldn't get stopped out. I'm recovering my funded right now, so the smartest thing I could have done was close for $200, which I did right in here. If I would have held more, would have made a lot more, and yes, that would have been really nice, but I can't get too caught up on things like that because that's how you just, you lead to just more bad decisions, so yeah, so that's the trade here, executions here, and beautiful day, beautiful day. Very grateful for every day we get like this, that I can listen to myself and follow my rules. I'm doing this thing now where I write down in my notebook every day before the trading. So we got so yesterday I did it too. Can't really see, can you? Yeah, right here. Bro. Right there. Basically, I do pre-market thoughts. What's going on? I do pre-market thoughts. For example, yesterday, I said, every single thing is your fault. Choose your hard. One is much more worth it. And then after I wrote what I did on the day, I said, I chose the right hard and I won. Today, I said, choose your hard. The right hard is fulfilling and pays off. What am I going to write for today? Well, I'm going to write, I did what was hard, and so a good example of this, I did wait. I wasn't scared. I had conviction. I didn't force anything. It's a good term. What's a way I could sum that up? Write down. I could say, I did what was hard, and I benefited from it. I won, and I did not trade emotionally. Yeah, so that's what we're doing every day. Really helps. I'm gonna do it tomorrow as well. I think that's a big journaling aspect haven't been focusing on enough. And then I've also been screenshotting my trades, putting them into Notion, and I have losses, a loss section and a win section, so I can review which ones have been winning, which ones have been losing as part of data. But I really don't think we could ask for better price action than this. I really like this is when I think of peak trading, when I think of the epitome of this style of trading, I think of this here, like no different than this. AMD model distributing to unfilled PD arrays and buy side liquidity. Like it doesn't get much better than this with the SMT at the low. So if I could recognize this and execute on days when it's like this, and ignore the ones when it's not, then I will be so good to go. I'll get my first payout. Just got to be really patient. Still in drawdown on the account, but I'm a lot less now. We're only down about 350, which is what I was down after my first loss on it. Went all the way down to negative 860, and we've already recovered back most of it. So in the end, with that, I get my 2 winning days out of my 5 out of the way, because they count even if you're in drawdown. So I can get these winning days, and by the time I'm back and even, won't be long until I can request my first payout. I don't care how much that payout is. I don't care. That is a milestone I'm going to take. I don't care if the buffer on the account is bad after that. I don't care. I'm taking the payout because that is a big milestone, and I don't care how big it is or how small it is. But anyway, so we'll be back tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Starting to get more viewers now, which is kind of cool. I mean, I really just make these for journaling. It's kind of how I journal. I just go over everything, talk about how I felt, whatever. And if people want to watch, that's great, but it's really not for that. Like, I can literally just look back on this, and then, you know, when I start getting payouts, people are going to ask, like, oh, whatever, you got lucky, whatever. I could just show them the 2 years of posting videos, and what that actually does to your mental. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you do, be cool to have like a little like community, whatever. But yeah, so be back tomorrow. See you guys later.